This ain't no intro, this the entree. Hit the end.
Hey, this is Virgie, and welcome to my channel.
From Houston, like Auntie Beyonce. Man, my daughter couldn't have a better mom.
What up, guys? This is V's Kicks, and I am back with another video for you. So today we are gonna go over my top 5 TV sneakerheads. So to me, what a TV sneakerhead is somebody that's on a television show that is clearly a sneakerhead on the television show, or just really likes good sneakers. So we'll go ahead and jump right into the list. Now, most of these shows are no longer on the air, but you can still catch them because some of them are still rerunning. Most of them are still rerunning, and there are a couple that are, maybe one that is still airing. So let's go ahead and get right into this. So coming in at number 5 is going to be Gerard Carmichael, and he plays Gerard Carmichael on the Carmichael Show. Now, he is definitely a big sneakerhead on this show, and I think he may be in real life as well, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, Complex did a shopping with him video. So I think he may be a big sneakerhead in real life, but this guy definitely rocks some heat on this show. Like, whenever I'm watching this show, I am definitely checking for what sneakers he has on. He's rocked stuff from DB8s to Just Dons. He's rocked some crazy foam posits on the show, top 3s. Like, this guy definitely loves sneakers on the show, and you could tell by what he's rocking on his feet. Like, I love this show, and actually this last season I think they canceled it, so I don't think it's coming back anymore, but they did have 3 seasons, so you could definitely go and check them. I believe it came on NBC, so if you have like on demand, I think you can go and watch the old episodes, and I think it also might be on Netflix. But it was a really good show. I'm kind of I'm kind of sad that they canceled it, because not only did I like the show, but I definitely like to tune in to see what sneakers he was going to have on, you know. But he's coming in at number 5. At number 4, I'm going to give it to Andre Johnson from the Johnsons on the show Blackish. Now, Blackish is still airing. It is the only show that I believe is still airing. And Andre Johnson, I'm going to definitely classify him as somewhat of a high-end sneakerhead. Now, you will see him rocking some stuff like you know, the flu games, but he also will hit you with some Gucci sneakers as well. And then when you look in his closet, because they do a lot of shots in his closet, he definitely has high-end sneakers, but I'm here for it. I would love to rock high-end sneakers, a little bit too much for me, but it works for him. He looks fly, and he's coming in at number 4. And Blackish is just a hilarious show anyway. Now, he definitely, unlike the other ones, he definitely kind of talks about loving sneakers on the show. I believe it was like maybe a episode where it was just all about him, you know, how he likes shoes and how he likes his sneakers and things like that. So he definitely, you know, talks about being, you know, a sneaker person on the show. But he's gonna come in at number 4 for me. Definitely love, you know, what he rocks on the show. So coming in at number 3, this show ended, I want to say, back in the 90s, and it's the Wayans brothers, and the guy who I liked on there, who was, you know, the sneakerhead for me, is going to be Marlon Wayans. Now, he actually has a show out now. I think it's just called Marlon, and I watched it. It's really funny, but on that show, he doesn't really wear sneakers for real. So I think that this was either, maybe, I don't know how he was back then, because he was a lot younger on the Wayans brothers. So maybe, you know, his style has just changed, and he's not really into sneakers like that now. But on that show, the guy rocks some heat. You could catch him in anything from, you know, Jordan 11s. He was doing the Nike Deconstructs then. He did Air Maxes, a couple other Jordans. But the guy definitely, I know that was a show that I really liked. I still like the show now. Whenever I catch it on reruns, I'm watching it. But he was definitely one of the guys who I was watching and seeing what he had on, like, when I was younger. Like, definitely tuned in and saw what shoes he was wearing. Like, I liked his whole style on the show, but he definitely 9 times out of 10 has some heat on his feet. So Marlon Wayans from the Wayans brothers is coming in at number 3 on my list. Now, before I do the top 2, it was definitely hard for me to choose the top 2. Just because they both were pretty dope. I liked one show more than the other, but I wanted to base it just off the sneakers that they wore. So my number 2 spot is gonna go to Martin. Like, everybody, I'm sure, still watch Martin today, because I feel like it's on all the time. But Martin definitely rocked some heat on his show. Like, to me, he was a really big Jordan person. Like, I always check to see what Jordans he had on. You would catch him in the Concords, the Taxis, caught him in like Nike Diamond Turfs. He did a lot of Nike stuff, just overall, but I would definitely catch him for his Jordans. And that show was just an iconic show for the time anyway. So he came in at number 2 for me on my TV Sneakerheads. So coming in at number 1, and I had to give it to this guy because I feel like he probably rocked every Jordan on this show. Yeah, so my number 1 person is going to be Will Smith, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Definitely coming in at my number 1 TV show Sneakerhead. Like I said, this guy rocked everything from, Jordan. I think Jordan 5s might have been his favorite, just my thought, because I would see him rocking the Jordan 5s a lot. So that's just my thought. Like, that's not something I read or confirmed. That's just my thought. But you'll definitely see him rocking the Jordan 5s. You'll catch him in Jordan 11s. You'll catch him in, what's something else iconic that I've seen him in? Like Jordan 9s. Just anything you could probably think of, this guy has probably rocked on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So that is why he is coming in at my number 1 spot on my TV Sneakerheads top 5 list. Now, there was one more person I wanted to mention who didn't quite make the list because I really didn't watch his show too hard. My dad watched it, and I would like catch it, but when I would catch it, I would notice that, he was kind of a sneaker person, and that's going to be Jerry Seinfeld. He's going to be my honorable mention. Jerry Seinfeld, he had the show, I think the show was called Seinfeld, I think. Like I said, I really didn't watch the show that hard. But Jerry Seinfeld, he definitely will rock some nice stuff. You could catch him in Huaraches, Jordan 5s, Jordan 6s. And he did a lot of other Nike gym shoes. But he definitely would rock his sneakers. And it was, a little bit unexpected for me. I wasn't expecting, to see that kind of stuff on his feet. But I think Jerry Seinfeld might be like a sneaker person in real life, because I want to say he's done some stuff, like some sneaker related stuff with Wale. So I definitely think he may be a sneakerhead in real life, which is pretty dope. But that's my list. Top 5 sneakerhead TV people. Drop me some comments down below. Let me know, some people maybe I didn't mention that you like to see what they're rocking on their shows. Drop them down below. And let me know what you think of this list. Like, or if you didn't know that some of these people, or didn't notice their sneakers on the show. So, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.
I guess you knew and blew a good thing, baby. Bob, baby, again.